Hi, and welcome back. Today, I want to talk to you about our upgrade. We've upgraded our caravan this year, and it's been a really exciting time, and we're really happy with our new caravan. I want to tell you why we upgraded first, because we did have actually a really nice caravan anyway. We had I'm not sure if it was a 2019 or a 2020 model of the Willerby Grasmere. It was three bed and we bought it brand new at the time. And we've had some great memories in it and we've loved it. And you might be thinking, well, they've already got a new caravan. Why get another new one? Well, there were two reasons for that. So the first one is the Swift Bordeaux. When we once saw it down at the bottom of the site on sale, my wife fell in love with it. It became her dream caravan. So that was the main reason. The plan was maybe get that in another 3 or 4 years. However, the cost of the pitch fee have gone up recently astronomically. And the reason being is when we signed on, I didn't, partly my own fault, I didn't really take in the fact that at the time they weren't charging VAT on the pitch fee. Now, the year that they charged the VAT on the pitch fee, after, because it was some sort of deal because of COVID, right, was also a year that we had these massive increases in cost of living. So we had a 10% increase on this pitch fee plus 20%, which meant that our pitch fee jumped from just under 4 grand to 5 grand in one go, in 1 year, right? Which is astronomical, isn't it? And then last year we had another pitch increase of 10%, which meant that our pitch fee were now £5,500. And I was sat there thinking, if this goes up another 10%, we're on £6,000. And then it keeps going. And then at the beginning of the year, they started doing this offer, and you may have seen it on other Part D sites. I'm not sure how far and wide they're doing it, where they're offering pitch fees for 2,995. So I spoke to the sales manager, a really nice guy called Blake, and I said to him, would we be able to upgrade if and have the new pitch fee? So he claimed he spoke to his area manager and she said it was okay. So then we started looking at options, and at first they offered us a second-hand Bordeaux, right? And then Blake found a two-bedroomed, brand new 2024 model. And yes, I've got it on finance, so it's costing me a little bit more money than expected. But the money that I'm going to save in pitch fees over the next 10 years pretty much pays for the caravan. So if you imagine, if I stayed here for 10 years on the current pitch fee that I was on, which was 5,500, versus the new pitch fee of 2,995, and then I did the mathematics of each year it going up 5%, 5%, figuring that it should average out at 5%, but I also ran models at 3%, 5%, and 10%. And say we stayed here for the next 10 years, the saving I'll make on the difference in pitch fees is actually £39,000, which is crazy, which pretty much pays for a brand new caravan, right? It pays a large chunk of it off. So I sat there and I thought, there's no brainer. This is a no brainer, this. Let's upgrade. Let's get to cheaper pitch fee now while we can, right? And then even though it's costing us more, we're also saving more, which means it's going to balance out and the savings we make pretty much pay for the caravan. So that was back in April, and I even watched it being pulled onto site. I was sat having a beer and they pulled it on, and I've got to admit my heart was jumping because when they take these caravans off these trucks, it's pretty nerve-wracking stuff. And then the sales guys at Blakey managed to organise it, and I think they managed to get it put in place, plumbed in, and everything else all within a couple of weeks. Now, is there a few snags? Yes, there's been a few snags. Is the things that keep snagging? Yeah, there's a couple of them too. But I think we've got now a really, really nice caravan. It's a lovely, lovely caravan. And I'm gonna take you around and show it, and I'm gonna tell you some of the stuff that we like. So starting with the living room. I mean, I'm sat in the living room now, and it's just a lovely, bright feeling room. So I figured what I'd do is I'd tell you some of the parts of the living room that my wife really loves. So the biggest thing that my wife loves is the two large freestanding sofas. The bigger one is actually a big pull-out bed as well. But we've got nice big freestanding furniture, and in his old van we had like an L shape. And the only downside is the cushions after a while, and I think it was mainly me because of my weight, but your bum would hurt a little bit. On here, there's none of that because you've got nice, big, solid furniture. The other thing she likes is the sliding front door at the front. Now, we had bay doors before that opened out, but it slides. It's just one door, bang in the middle, slides out, and then we've got two nice big windows either side of the door. She also likes the decor for where you put all your tacky shit. Not tacky shit, I mean classy stuff to make it look pretty, obviously. But yeah, she likes all the shelving that you've got, and there's lots of cupboards and drawers, and there's just space to put stuff, which is nice. Now, the stuff I like is obviously I do like the sofas because they're nice and big and comfortable, but I love the TV area. We've got this nice big backboard wall that we've attached a TV to, and just to make sure it were done right, considering like I didn't want to cock it up, I got maintenance down, and they put it up for me. Very kind of them. But yeah, it's nice, big TV area. It makes sitting on the sofa a pleasure on an evening, just to kick back, relax with a beer or a coffee or whatever, and watch whatever you fancy on TV. It's lovely. I also like the fact that in here we've got like a thick plush carpet. I think in the sales brochure they call it a deluxe carpet, and it is really, really, really nice. It's thick and lovely. I asked my son what he liked about the living area, and he just said he liked the open space, the open feel to it, and the vastness of it, because it does feel big. Do you know what I mean? It feels nice and large, and just open. I quite like. I also quite like the curtains myself. I think they look very nice. The whole vibe of the room is lovely, if I'm honest. It's really good. I like the little coffee table with the two little puffs to put your feet up on an evening when you're watching TV. It feels really homely and luxury. Now, in the kitchen, right, my wife, Jo, she likes how classy it looks, and how it's got like this two-tone grey between the cupboards. I don't know what she means actually. Oh shit, I've never even noticed that. Right, so I've never even noticed the fact that there's a two-tone grey between the cupboards at the top and the cupboards at the bottom. That's probably a bit of a bloke thing, and unless you'd have pointed that out in this, I didn't have a clue, and I've been living in it for nearly 6 months. The other thing that she likes is she likes the dishwasher. I know that we're high on her list of priorities to get a dishwasher in the caravan. I'm not entirely sure because why? Because I sometimes think it's just easier just to quickly wash them, but you know, there you go. She likes the cooker. It is a nice cooker. It looks good. It's got a nice extractor fan. That looks really nice, I think. And it's got a nice little wine rack down the side that we've filled with bottles of champagne. Yet we don't actually drink champagne, so clearly that's just there to make it look fancy, really. Isn't it? My wife also likes the flooring. It looks nice, and I get what she means. It has a nice wooden effect across the floor. She also likes the freestanding dining table, and the reason being is because it's freestanding, if you need to move it, you can. Now, when we first got the caravan, it was actually turned the other way around, and we thought, well, we don't like it like that. So we've moved it the other way, and we think it suits it better. And it is a nice solid dining table. The chairs are nice, table's nice. It's pretty solid. Um, I I quite like the shape of the kitchen. I like this behind me, this like little unit. Quite often, if I'm doing stuff in kitchen, I'll lean on there and just like be talking over into the living room, and it's just I don't know. I like that it's like a U shape, and I do like that, and I like the fact that it's got lights above it. In fact, that is something I like about this van. There's a lot of lights, and I'm filming it day, and I wish now that I'd taken some photos on a night time. I'm gonna have to look through my phone to see if I've got any. I think we only really have the outside light on to light up the caravan, and then probably just lamps just to create, the usual atmospheric look, create a bit of a mood. I think all the other lights, they do tend to be a bit too strong. In the kitchen, oh, I hope the dog's here. In the kitchen, we like the sink. So we like the colour of the gold tap and the white sink. It looks really, really nice, and you don't see them in many caravans. The maintenance guys did laugh and said, "Oh God, I hope no one ever breaks for them because getting all the replacement gold taps are really difficult." But hopefully, I can't see why it should. Oh, also we've got a built-in fridge freezer just by the door. It's nice and it's big. It's super cold, even on the lowest setting. The fridge is super cold, even to the point where sometimes if the eggs are being turned so they're near the back, you come in and sometimes you've got, after a week, if you've left them there, you've got frozen eggs, which isn't the best. And that is on the lowest setting. And I do think it's also good that if you leave the door open for a bit, it starts beeping like a madman at you to remind you to shut it, which is quite cool. And then going through to the bathroom, one of the things we both said we like is these little lights. And I think that attention to detail is lovely. So there's lights in the actual shower that light up the shower. Then there's some lights underneath, like the cupboard. Where the cupboard is, you've got this nice cupboard where you can store all your bits and bobs for brushing your teeth or spare shampoos, conditioners, things like that. And underneath it, there's some little lights. Now, one of the things we disagree on is the toilet. The toilets, for some reason, are square. Now, my wife likes that. She likes the fact that it's a different design. She says it's comfortable and she likes that toilet. Me, on the other hand, I think it's a horrible design. Who on earth came up with the idea of having a square toilet? A square toilet seat is not comfortable to sit on at all. Initially, because they weren't put on right, they quickly broke. Now, maintenance have fixed them and they are squarely on, and there's no issues now. But I still claim that a square toilet is ridiculous. But she seems to think that they're lovely. One thing we do both agree on, though, right, is, and this is a little bugbear of us both, right, is the sink. Now, the sinks in the Bordeaux, they're tiny, right? So in order to get your head over when you're brushing your teeth, you're almost resting your head against the wall as you brush your teeth, right? If not, if you stand up, it's just going everywhere. Likewise, if you wash your face, because it's so little, it's near impossible to wash your face without getting water all over the bathroom, because the sink is literally about that wide. Now, I know they made they made these sinks because they look stylish, and I know they've done it to save space, but they are rubbish. They're absolutely rubbish, and they don't serve purpose. But other than that, the bathrooms and the shower are absolutely stunning and lovely, and I love actually having a shower in this caravan. It's fantastic. My son, what he likes, and he don't give you a great detail being a teenager, but he likes his bedroom. There's a lot more storage in that bedroom than what there is was in the Grasmere. He's got overhead storage, so there's cupboards above his bed where he can store stuff, as well as the wardrobe is a little bit bigger, and then there's a little shelf that he can put stuff on. So I think he's quite happy in there, and it is a slightly nicer bedroom. But I think the gem the absolute gem of this caravan, for me, is the master bedroom. It's absolutely massive. So, as I was saying, this bed, it's huge, it's lovely, it's proper plush. And look at this. A nice soft backboard. Yes, you've got the hard backboard, but you've got that. Which means in the morning, when I've got my coffee on side, and I'm flicking through news on my phone, I can sit there and I'm not hurting my head. Which is what you want, right? But not only, right, is this a massive bed, but it lifts up. So you've got storage underneath. In fact, in this bedroom, there is a lot of storage. Above me, we've got two really large cupboards that can store a lot. I think at the minute I've stuck some Harry Potter books in that I bought from a charity shop at weekend. Likewise, at the side of the bed, we've got two great big massive cupboards, which mine's got a Wigan and some board games, right? Then we've got another cupboard at the other side, and then my wife's most favourite part of this room is actually the what do we call it? The dressing area? The dressing table. Sorry, the dressing table. So she loves the dressing table. She's got a little puff to sit on. She's got a nice big mirror that she can see to do her hair and her makeup and everything else. At the minute, we've got enough space that we've put a TV on there so we can watch that in bed. At some point, I am going to put that on the back wall, but I don't know whether I can attach it to the wall or whether I should just put a little bit more wood on the shelf so that the legs fit on. So I need to look into that. But again, at the side of the dresser, there's a nice big wardrobe cupboard with shelves in, and then there's 3 drawers underneath to put like socks and whatnot in. And then to the side of me here, there is a really big, large wardrobe that you can store all your clothes in, and it's got some shelves so you can put shoes in there as well. And then we've got an ensuite bathroom, and then we've got this nice big window to his left. We've got curtains, some nice curtains, and a nice golden curtain rail. So it is a really lovely caravan. And like I said, you've got a little ensuite with, again, an annoying square toilet in it and an annoying little tiny sink. But it's really handy having that ensuite in here. It is just such a lovely big bedroom, and it's honestly a pleasure to sleep in. I mean, the Grasmere, it was nice, but I always felt like the bed wasn't big enough for me. This, honestly, there's room for me, the wife, and the dog who regularly gets in the middle. So there's plenty of space in here. It's fantastic. And again, we've got some little lights under here that shine down. If I'm honest, I don't really use them. I think they're a little bit too bright. But, you know, it does look nice on an evening to put these on when you're not in it and when you're not using it, so to speak. So I've showed you around today our caravan. Not doing a review as such because obviously it's not one for sale, it's ours, although, you know, that you can pick these up. And like I said, I don't know if I said it at the beginning of this or in a previous video, this van, it retails on the Swift site for around, I think, between 52 and about 58, depending on the spec you get, because there's a 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom. Ours is just a 2-bedroom. And there's something called an Escape, where it's already got the decking, I believe. And then there's another one that's also got 2 showers in it as well. Ours has just got the 1 shower. Another shower would be quite nice, but that's what it is. It is a big caravan. It's a 38 foot by 12. And even though that's the price that I've just mentioned on the retail thing, I have seen this up for sale for up to £90,000 at places like in the Lake District. Obviously on our site, it's a hell of a lot cheaper, being a slightly less expensive site. Anyway, I hope you've really enjoyed that. Now, if you are thinking about buying a caravan, it might be wise to watch this video next about how much money you should lose. It's definitely a video you want to watch before you even think about buying a caravan. And then that way, you know, it's not an investment in finances, it's more an investment in family time. So, check out that video now.